Finally, Hailey Bieber shared something that has the internet talking, and many people think it may be the most sincere thing she has ever said. She decided to speak up after keeping quiet about her life as a new mother to Jack Blues Bieber for several months. A very different reality existed behind the edited Instagram photos and photo-perfect moments. For the first time, she is now sharing what those times during her pregnancy and following the birth of her baby actually looked like. Neither a press statement nor a fancy magazine feature revealed this. Instead, Hailey offered her personal pregnancy and postpartum survival kit in a lengthy Instagram story, and it came directly from her heart. She clarified that she feels at last prepared to display the things that enabled her to get through those trying months now that Jack is almost a year old. These were necessities that she relied on a daily basis, some of which she still uses now, not simply enjoyable extras. The fact that her list didn't read like a well-written influencer post shocked people the most. It seemed more like guidance from an actual mother who wished to be ready. Bumpology Bump Butter was at the top, along with several stretch mark lotions. Not surprisingly, given that it's from her own business, she also mentioned the Road Glaze Stretch Mark Cream. Her words felt personal this time, though. Despite the fact that social media frequently conceals them, she spoke candidly about how stretch marks are a normal aspect of pregnancy. She obviously added the lip treatment from her company as well, but what really stood out to her followers was that she didn't limit herself to using only her own products. She also highlighted numerous products from different businesses, demonstrating that this was more than simply a marketing opportunity. On her list were Mom Cozy Pumps, Skims nursing bras and boy shorts, Neuron body butter, and nipple cups for nursing. It was evident that she wasn't avoiding the unvarnished aspects of motherhood, those unpolished elements that don't typically show up on celebrity feeds, by bringing up topics like breast cups. Bio oil was another noteworthy product, which she attributed to its ability to aid with scarring. Fans were moved by that revelation since, although they aren't frequently talked about in public, most women have scars and physical changes following childbirth. Her kit, however, was much more than just skincare. Wipes, diapers, comfortable pajamas, baby carriers, compression socks, bump suit belly bands, and even coconut water and body armor drinks to remain hydrated were on her list. The list also included glass jars for breast milk, nipple butter, and trace mineral drops. These elements made it seem like someone who has actually experienced the sleepless nights, aching muscles, and difficulties of raising a baby, rather than just someone endorsing fads. Not unexpectedly, her candor has caused a great deal of division on the internet. Many admirers were ecstatic, claiming that this was the first instance in which Hailey seemed genuinely sympathetic. They thought she was displaying an unpolished and unfiltered side of herself for the first time. She has been attacked for years for appearing flawless and seemingly unaffected by the difficulties that regular women encounter. Many people thought she was finally lowering her defenses when she admitted to having stretch marks, having sleepless nights, and even needing compression socks. However, not everybody was impressed. Why she held off on disclosing these data for almost a year was questioned by some. Many contended that if she had spoken up while experiencing it herself, she may have provided other expectant mothers with consolation and support. The timing seems calculated to them, almost like a reset of the image. She was even charged by others with passing off advertisements as sincere counsel. Suspicion is increased by the secrecy surrounding her pregnancy. Hailey didn't disclose her pregnancy until she was 6 months along, in contrast to many other celebs. She didn't talk much about her daily experiences even at that time. Fans anticipated that, as the owner of a beauty and wellness brand, she would utilize the platform to discuss postpartum care advice or safe pregnancy goods. Rather, she has been quiet up to this point. Comparisons to celebrities like Ashley Graham, Amy Schumer, and Chrissy Teigen, who were commended for being open about postpartum depression, pregnancy difficulties, and the emotional toll of motherhood, have resulted from this delay. Their audiences trusted them because they were willing to depict the dirty reality. People are therefore left wondering whether Hailey's abrupt transition from glitzy fashion images to talking about breast pumps and belly bands is sincere or staged. It also deviates significantly from the persona she has meticulously cultivated. Hailey has always promoted an easy-to-maintain lifestyle, complete with flawless makeup, stylish attire, and lavish vacations with Justin. There seems to be a significant change in tone when discussing nipple butter and diaper wipes in public. According to several online voices, she would have had a much stronger relationship with her audience if she had discussed these topics in real time. People's perceptions of her might have changed if she had shared those unfiltered feelings, such as morning sickness, the anxiousness of giving birth, and the heavy burden of getting ready for a first kid. Rather, by waiting until now, it is more difficult to determine how sincere her statements are. There is, of course, the business aspect as well. Influencers are frequently compensated to promote several of the products on her list. For this reason, some people think the recommendations might be a cover for sponsorships. It was believed that she would include her own brand road. However, when she mentioned Kim Kardashian's company, Skims, people questioned whether it was just her viewpoint or a result of a covert collaboration. Nevertheless, if you examine the products attentively, the majority are useful, daily necessities that many mothers rely on. Soft nursing bras, compression stockings to reduce swelling, coconut water for hydration, and bio oil for scars aren't luxury items. You'd find them on a ton of lists of recommendations from actual women. Her reference to glass jars for storing breast milk was possibly the most significant element. It's not the type of trendy product you include for show. Only someone who has experienced the rigors of late-night feedings would understand how important it is. That particular element was more important to many mothers who have experienced pregnancy firsthand than the timing. Online responses were mixed, but many women expressed gratitude for Hailey's candor. They weren't obsessed with whether the post was well-timed or sponsored. The fact that a famous person recognized the dirty, unglamorous aspects of motherhood was what counted. Some even justified her choice to hold off, pointing out that not all mothers are prepared to speak at once. It might have been healthier for her to wait until she felt stable enough to share, as the first few months after giving birth can be overwhelming and draining. Her post also sparked a larger discussion about what the public wants from prominent figures. Should fans wait until they feel comfortable, or should they expect superstars to reveal intimate moments in real time? Reactions are still so split because there isn't a definitive explanation. It also calls into doubt the future of her brand. According to some, this might be a sign of a more grounded Hailey, one that mothers and women from less affluent backgrounds can identify with. Some believe it's a one-time attempt to improve her reputation. Her relationship with her audience may change if she keeps posting more realistic material, and it may even introduce Rhode to women who had never heard of it before. However, detractors would view this as little more than a tactical reset if it is a one-time post. In any case, the discussion highlights a broader change occurring on the internet. The perfect mom persona that once dominated social media is being rejected by many women who are advocating for candid conversations about emotional challenges, recuperation, and the day-to-day realities of caring for a newborn. Whether on purpose or not, Hailey's list supports that expanding movement. Unquestionably, her message served as a reminder that even famous individuals have scars, insomnia, and compression socks. It brought attention back to what parenting actually looks like, and generated discussions that go far beyond carefully manicured feeds. Regardless of whether it's the beginning of a long-term shift in her image or just a fleeting peek behind the scenes.